Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 10, entitled as Vibhuti Yoga. Sloka 42. Atha bahunaitena jñātena tavārjuna viṣṭabhyāham idaṁ kṛtsnam ekāṁśena sthito jagat. Atha, or Arjuna, O Arjuna, atena, as said so far, bahuna, many, jñātena, by knowing, tavākim, what is your gain, idaṁ jagat, this world, kṛtsnam, entire, ekāṁśena, by a fraction of my power of rulership, viṣṭabhyāham, sustaining and pervading, aham sthito, I am situated. Translation. But what need is there, Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. Here is an interesting statement that Krishna makes. Jñātena tavārjuna. What do you gain out of this knowledge? What is the need of it? What is the use of knowing all these things? If someone hearing Gita, Bhagavad Gita, for the first time, and this is the first sloka that they are hearing, that Krishna says, what is the need of this knowledge? What are you going to gain out of it? What is the use? Then they may soon conclude that Krishna himself says not to read Bhagavad Gita. This is why we should be careful to present Bhagavad Gita as it is, and we should read Gita thoroughly. If we take slokas here and there out of context, it will give some wrong thoughts, ideas, or some misinterpretation. And that is the reason it is very important that we learn Bhagavad Gita from a right spiritual source, from a bona fide guru who not only teaches but also practices what has been taught. So what Krishna meant by saying, what is the use or need to know all these things, is that there are a lot more to know than what has been said so far in those 19 slokas. Say, a rich man says, I have 20 homes in St. Louis, I have 40 in Florida, I have 10 in Hawaii, I also have a couple of islands, I have accounts in Swiss bank and other countries as well. I'm partner of big multinational companies. And he goes on and then he stops and says, what is the need of telling all these? What will you gain? That means he has no count. It cannot be simply listed so easily. It's in the same manner that Krishna is saying that what is the use? What are you going to gain by knowing these things? Because just by hearing those 19 slokas doesn't mean we understand all about Krishna, nor these listed items which are only Krishna's opulences. There are a lot more which has no limits. So one might ask, well, if Krishna has not given all the list and is only spoken 19 slokas with limited things in it, then why do we have to read Bhagavad Gita? Because it is not complete. Well, it is said that Ramayana in Brahmaloka has 100,000 slokas. What we have in this loka given by Valmiki Muni is only with 24,000 slokas. So one may say, what is the use of reading only 24,000 slokas when there are 100,000 slokas? Therefore, no need to read Ramayana. Also, Samaveda, as we already saw earlier, has 1,000 branches, Shaka. But what is available for us is only 3 branches. So should we stop studying Samaveda and wait until we get 997 Shakai? Also, Brahma Samhita, what we have is only chapter 5. We don't have the rest of 99 chapters. So should we stop reciting and reading Brahma Samhita? Answer is no. We simply make use of what we have in full and take advantage of it, study them thoroughly, and most importantly, apply them in life, in practice. Likewise, from these 19 slokas, we get a glimpse, we get an understanding to some extent that we cannot understand Krishna's opulence as they are limitless. The 2 reasons then why Krishna spoke are, number 1, give some satisfaction to Arjuna or to the people who are interested and inquisitive to know about Krishna, Krishna's vibhuti. Number 2, to come to an understanding that they can never understand Krishna's vibhuti in full. Both these will help one to develop attraction towards Krishna, appreciation towards Krishna, helps one to develop bhakti towards Krishna, and gives a realization to see everything as Krishna's energy. See presence of Krishna in everything. Because at the end of chapter 9, Krishna instructed Arjuna saying, Manmana bhavamat bhakta madhyaji mam namaskuru mamaivaishyasi yuktaivam atmanam mat parayanaha. Engage your mind always thinking of me. Become my devotee. Offer obeisances to me and worship me. Being completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me. Then the question is, how can I always engage my mind in thinking of you, Krishna? How can I become devotee? How can I offer my obeisances to you and worship you? How can I be completely absorbed in you? Tell me, how can I do that, being in this world? In response to this question, Krishna spoke chapter 10, explaining his opulences, explaining his auspicious qualities, which are endless, and how everything is depending on his will, sankalpa. And those who understand this topic then will be able to develop bhakti, the bhakti sprout within them. If they have no devotion, they will get devotion. If they are already devoted, their devotion will grow and develop further. one can engage their mind always thinking of me and being completely absorbed in me by seeing everything in me, by seeing my presence in everything, by the ways that I've explained in chapter 10, as everything is my energy, I am the cause of everything, I am the ruler of everything, I am the super soul within everything. Every name represents me. In this way, you can be completely absorbed in me always. There is one last question which need to be answered to conclude the chapter. That is, what about those things which are not great? Whom does those things belongs to? Let's see that in our next session. Namaste. Hare Krishna.